Hey guys, it's David Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play podcast, where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. This week, another update from the Business Buyer Adventure Group Coaching Program. And for those of you who don't know, if you're interested in buying a business, I've got a couple of books and things out there about buying a business. And then there's my online course, Business Buyer Advantage, which is 9.5 hours of video modules that you do at home based on a full-day seminar program that I've been doing for a long time, over a decade now. And for those people, and people take Business Buyer Advantage and they go and they buy a business, or they can at least tell the difference between a good deal and a bad deal and things like that. But for those who want more, Business Buyer Adventure is a group coaching program where we meet a couple of times a month to discuss deals that people are working on, and so all the members get to share one from the other through sharing experiences and commenting or asking questions of each other. We also do goal tracking so that you can actually create sort of a timeline of things that you hope to accomplish, and the rest of the group can hold you accountable to those goals. Some of the other neat features of the group are that we have expert calls. So once a month, there's a special recording where I interview an expert on the topic of small business or small business transactions. Recently on the general YouTube channel, I had Jaryd Krause come on, talk about buying online businesses. And Jaryd was actually good enough to come back and be the expert adventure group call person for July. So we basically picked up our conversation where the general YouTube channel video laid off, and we spent a whole hour getting more into detail about the different categories of online businesses and some of the due diligence and deal terms and financing options. We got into some more specifics about that kind of stuff too. So, and then of course, last month for June, we had David Scherner-Kahn, who is a leadership coach out of New York City, who's been doing a lot of research lately on, he's been talking to people who've made that transition from the corporate world to entrepreneurship. And we had a great discussion about sort of the toolbox of mental things that someone needs to look at and address if they're preparing to leave that corporate job and go into the world of entrepreneurship, which of course is important for about half the people in the adventure group have corporate jobs and they're looking to buy a business to get out. The other half are already business owners. And the reason why they're in the group is because they want to grow through acquisition, and they see the value in buying a business over starting one, because a lot of them actually have started businesses. We actually have a brand new member in the group who is a person who's already sold a business. So even though he's been through the process, he's still in the group wanting to learn new and different things about the process of buying and getting the team support that we have there. Some other interesting things going on in the adventure group, and these are from the adventure calls, which are the open Q&A calls where we discuss deals and things. We have some members of the adventure group that are they're in the United States and they're buying a business in the UK. And so it's an online business. So the stuff I'm talking about with Jaryd, a lot of it applies to a deal that's going on right now in the group. We've also had a couple of members go through the on-again, off-again of negotiating for a business. And so this is something that happens quite often, where you can spend months talking to a seller, working out the details of a deal, and it doesn't work out and both parties walk away, and then it reignites and people come back together. And we've had 2 people go through that. And so in the recent adventure call recordings, and new members always have access to recordings of past calls, you get to hear in detail this happening, where people are, getting the opportunity to go back and start talking again to the sellers in some of these deals. It's one of the neat dynamics of really complex negotiation, is sometimes you have to have that cooling off period where both people can then come back with a renewed appreciation for the other party and maybe what they're trying to get out of the deal. I've also had a really great talk. One of the new members put a question in the Facebook group. All the adventure group members are in a Facebook group together, and this is a place where people can ask questions, talk with each other, share articles, etc. But someone wanted to know about strategies for finding off-market deals, meaning deals that are not being presented by business brokers. And a big part of the group's regular conversation is about that. And this member asked, what is there besides, and listed out all the ones that we've been talking to about recently. And so it was great because I had to go back and scrape the bottom of the barrel of my memory to find other places and other ways that I've actually seen people find deal flow. And some of those new ideas were in that recording as well. Anyway, if you want to learn more about Business Buyer Advantage or Business Buyer Adventure, the group coaching program, just head over to businessbuyeradvantage.com. The online course is step number 2, and the group coaching program is step number 3 in the 5-step buyer process that I lay out there on the website. And with that, we'll say see you later and have a great summer. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys take some time to relax and enjoy the beach or something. Cheers.